making a Smackdown review. I'm talking about the first thing what happened. Dean Ambrose came out to the ring and started talking about what happened to him with Brock Lesnar and Triple H and stuff like that. Where he was talking about Triple H about you gotta Triple H about him talking about him Triple H respecting his authority or something like that. Triple H authority. He's the authority of the WWE. He was talking about Triple H giving respect to authority and stuff like that, talking about him being hurt by Brock and Triple H himself and stuff like that, and found in the middle of it, he was okay, then after that, Kevin Owens came out and started talking about him facing Brock Lesnar, about him being knocked out by Brock Lesnar, thrown to a front car door where the limousine was at and stuff like that. Then he was talking about him facing Triple H for the WWE Worldwide Championship and stuff like that. And then he got on to Dean Ambrose like it was nothing on SmackDown tonight. Then after that, Dean Ambrose was sitting down, and Kevin Owens started pushing Dean Ambrose. And then after then Kevin Owens was trying to attack Dean Ambrose. Then Dean Ambrose got back up and knocked Kevin Owens out. He hit him with that chair, and then Kevin Owens got out of there. And then Dean Ambrose was saying that I wanna mess with you tonight, Kevin Owens. That what Dean Ambrose said, on that big screen, up there, TV screen up there. That what Dean Ambrose was saying and stuff like that. It was funny. That was good. Then it was The Miz versus Dolph Ziggler. Good match, but Dolph Ziggler won the match. Dolph Ziggler won. He got even with The Miz on SmackDown when what The Miz did to him on Raw, gave him a roll up, and then Dolph Ziggler gave him the roll up on SmackDown. Dolph Ziggler won. Then it was Becky Lynch versus Sasha Banks. Good match until Charlotte came out there. Her father came out there and stuff like that. And then Charlotte, Ric Flair was starting to boo, He was doing the woo to Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch at the same time when they was out of the ring fighting. So and then Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch were trying to attack Ric Flair, trying to get onto Charlotte, clothesline in front and behind, and which caused a double disqualification. Then that was it. Charlotte and Ric Flair walked away after that. So then it was the New Day versus it was AJ Styles versus AJ Styles versus the Wyatt family did. Then they showed the roadblock review against Brock Lesnar versus Bray Wyatt on the roadblock screen with his family with the roadblock screen and something like that. Then it was who else? Then it was the Usos versus the League of Nations, which was Sheamus and Rusev, with Alberto Rio and Wade Barrett on the backside watching. So good match, but the League of Nations Sheamus and Rusev won the match. So then after the Dudley Boys came out there, started. They were doing something. They were putting a table in the ring and stuff like that. Then the Dudleys attacked the Usos after this. So then Bubba Ray said, "Don't take this personal." He would tell the Usos. Then the Dudley Boys ended up attacking them, and they wasn't put them to a table, but they let the table upside down in the ring. And then I think Bubba Ray kicked him in the face after kick one of the Usos in the face after that. So I think one of the Dudley Boys did, which was good, But it is what it is, The League of Nations won, and while the Dudley after the Dudley Boys attacked them after that. So then it was who else? Then it was AJ Styles versus the New Day. Good match. AJ. It was AJ Styles versus Kofi Kingston with the New Day. Big E Langston and Xavier Woods, the one that was blowing the horn during the match. Good match, but you know they threw they threw Big E Langston and Xavier Woods out of the ring. The referee did because what Xavier Woods did to AJ Styles, was trying to help him out. Something like they're trying to attack him. You know, him and Big E. The referee threw him out. You know, but AJ Styles won the match against Kofi Kingston. So let's get that out the way. Then it was the main event. The main event was Kevin Owens versus Dean Ambrose. Nah, let's get into the story. It was gold. It was R-Truth was getting some food and stuff like that. He was talking to the guy, was trying to get the food, was trying to get that steak. And then that day, you know, R-Truth was looking at Goldust sitting down eating by himself, and then he was trying to work it out with Goldust, but Goldust wasn't buying it. Like R-Truth wasn't buying it. But Goldust wasn't buying it. Then then Goldust threw food all over his face because you know what R-Truth finna do. You know, Goldust was throwing food all over his face and then left R-Truth hanging, which was funny, man. You know, which was funny. They had their little argument equipment, but then it was after the day. You know, it was the main event. You know, the main event was was Kevin Owens versus Dean Ambrose. You know, good match. That was a good match there, you know. That was a good match, you know. That was an absolute good match between those guys on Smackdown tonight, you know. I hope I'm not forgetting anything on the review, but a good match. That was a good match there, but Dean Ambrose won the match against Kevin Owens. You know, Dean Ambrose won. That was a good match there, you know. It was a good match. But Dean Ambrose won successfully. Why he ain't even hurt from the Brock Lesnar and Triple H attack. But Dean Ambrose won the match though. You know, he won the match against Kevin Owens. But SmackDown, you know, it was okay. You know, it was alright. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad at all. And stuff like that. It wasn't that bad. You know, I gave it pretty much a 7. It was okay. It wasn't that bad. But Raw was good Monday night, you know, but SmackDown was even more gooder. So, but like I said before, you know, I'm doing it on my phone this time, you know, because I don't want to do it on my tab. I just want to just stand there and just do it on the phone. But that's it for the SmackDown review. Hope I didn't forget anything. Hope I didn't. They showed the reruns on Raw with Stephanie McMahon and the Rules Trophy and stuff like that, and Shane O'Mac and stuff. You know, they showed a review of that. But this is just the Williams, you know, feel free to rate, comment, and subscribe, and add me on Facebook. I'm out. Peace.